In today's mini episode, we are giving you the down and dirty rundown of our favorite tech and productivity apps because time is your greatest resource that we haven't yet figured out how to make more of. So, we're going to pull back the curtain. These are both web and mobile apps that Candace and I use regularly. They are bookmarked, they are on our home screens, on our iPhones. So, if you are struggling with time management, which if you're a human in today's world, you probably are, this episode's going to be for you. So we're going to give you the whole rundown, really quick, rapid fire, our favorite apps. Candace, which one are we starting with?
I'm going to start with my real favorite right now, which is Folk. Folk is a CRM that I use, and it allows me to track my sales pipeline. And this is, I guess, another one, Zapier. If you use Zapier with Folk, for example, someone books a call with me on Calendly, and there's a zap that goes from Calendly to Folk and puts them in the right position in my Folk, where then they're automatically in my CRM because they booked a consultation. And then after the consultation, I can put all of the notes there from them and follow up, and it's seamless. I never have to go in my CRM and enter them because it's just taking the information from Calendly to my CRM. It also integrates with LinkedIn and Instagram. So there's an add button.
What?
So if
Love
I
it.
connect with someone at a conference and then we connect on LinkedIn, I can click add right next to their name and it'll add them to my CRM automatically. And so I love that about Folk. And I also kind of mentioned Zapier. So check that one out too.
Love it. Okay, next one that we're sharing, this one specifically for project management, note taking, databases collaboration. It's called Notion. So there are so many different project management tools under the sun. I have used all of them from my corporate to agency to now entrepreneurial days, but I love Notion because it just feels like a blank page and it's very lightweight, it's very flexible, it's very customizable. It's super easy to share certain pages and views with people who are not like a part of your organization on Notion. So Candace and I have our whole recording studio that notes all of the episodes that we have in Notion. And I have like, my content calendar in there. I have like my personal I have my whole life in Notion. So I should
She
probably update
does.
my password now that I'm thinking about it. But it's great, super like organizational. I love it for project management, and I have the desktop app as well as the mobile app on my phone.
This next one is an app that I think Kat and I both have a love-hate relationship with, which is Slack.
Ugh,
Slack is such
it's
an
a,
easy way,
it's a
or it should be
necessary
an easy
evil.
way to communicate with your team.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like your own private text
Group chat.
messaging place, or yeah.
Yeah.
So it's great. I definitely use it. We use it for our podcast. We use it at our design studio. We use it with Sell It. So we use Slack everywhere. It's great. It's simple, but it can get noisy if there's a lot of people in there. So that's the only thing. Turn off your
Yeah.
notifications in Slack.
Yes. Use it, but turn off those notifications. Okay, next app that I love, and this is more for continuing education, right? And learning and honing your skills. It's called Headway. So it is basically an app that gives you the Cliff Notes version / key takeaways of popular books in audio format in under 15 minutes. So if you are like us and you don't have a whole lot of time, or you're already reading a paperback book that you love, but you saw this book get recommended on a webinar, on a podcast episode, and you want just like the distilled takeaways, I love starting with Headway and seeing if it's in there. And if I like the takeaway shared, then I'll go take the time to read the whole book and get more context and more examples. But that's like my favorite app for just like information downloading when
I
I
love
want
that.
just like the cogent points.
I could see myself using that. Like, oftentimes I go to conferences and people speak who have written books. I could see
Mm-hmm.
myself using that to see if, like, hey, is this along the lines of something I want to deep dive into? Do I want to spend an hour in there with this person? I can
Yeah.
like listen to that and be like, yes, no, figure it out, right?
So smart.
I could see myself doing that for sure. Love it. I haven't tried that one yet.
There we
Um,
go.
the next one is Calendly. Y'all, you will save so much time if you can stop texting people back and forth. How about 9:30? Oh, that doesn't work. How about 10:30? How about
Mm-mm.
Tuesday? Okay, that takes so much time. On Calendly, you can actually set your available schedule and allow people to click into Calendly, pick a date and time that works for them, and you'll automatically get that invite on your calendar. And you're available during that time because you've told Calendly when you're available and it sees your calendar. So, y'all need Calendly. It's going to save
Game
you
changer.
so much time going back and forth trying to figure out when is the best time to meet with this person.
Mhm. One quick app recommendation as an extension to that is Calendar Bridge. So if you have an Outlook email calendar or Outlook email inbox and calendar and Google Calendar, Calendar Bridge will put your Outlook events on your Google Calendar for you. It'll automatically sync and update it. So I like that. So if you kind of walk in both worlds like I do, like Candace does, Calendar Bridge is a nice add-on to use with Calendly
Yep. The next one is ChatGPT. Obviously, like Kat and I are in ChatGPT all the time. She jokes
all the
that she's
time.
Cat GPT because she's a copywriter and she's great at it. But y'all, ChatGPT knows me so well now because I've spent so
Mhm.
much time giving it prompts and telling it about me, that it really can write something in my voice very quickly. So I highly recommend being in ChatGPT. Make a login so that it does actually remember and know you over time. You'll see a little memory updated um, signal that comes on the screen to tell you, like, hey, we're remembering who you are. So now I could just go, hey, I'm creating this web page on my design studio's website. It already
Mhm.
knows that I own a design studio. It already knows who my target audience is. And I know I want a blurb about this, write a blurb. And it'll write a blurb that's 85% there.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
start.
it's a great
Uh,
start.
Such a time saving tool. Get the paid version. It's like 21 bucks a month. Do it.
So worth it.
Do it. Like, do
Yeah.
it.
Okay, this one, just started using this, Fathom.
Hmm.
It is an AI tool that takes notes during your Zoom calls. And what
Hmm.
I love about it is it takes the notes, timestamps it, and then if you click, it takes you right back to that exact spot in the video where you talk about that thing. But not only does it take notes, like it delegates, it's like, here's the key outcomes for the time, and it literally
Hmm.
puts those at the top, and then it breaks down the smaller ones at the bottom, and it does it very well. I've seen note
Hmm.
takers who where it's just like kind of everything is a bullet point. That's not really
Yeah.
helpful. This
No.
organizes it in a way that's really useful for you and for your client or whoever's in that meeting. So Fathom, check it out. Really good.
Love it. This next one is for content, right? So it's called Metricool, Metricool. It basically allows you to schedule out your content. It also shows your content analytics. It also has a heat map by profile, so by platform, of when the best time to post is for you and your audience. So instead of just like going by what the latest blog or the latest social media report says is the best time to post globally, Metricool actually takes into account your unique presence and audience. So for those three reasons, I love using it. I've used it for a while. I am currently entertaining another platform, but honestly, like, don't struggle from shiny toy object syndrome. This is a great place to start, and I've been using it for over a year.
And Metricool has a free version that lets you choose 2 or 3 platforms, I believe, that
Something like that. Yeah.
that lets you post. So you can pick LinkedIn and Instagram, or Facebook and Instagram, or you get to choose which platforms you want. And there's a free version that lets you pick 2 or 3, and then paid version that lets you pick even more platforms. But I just love having all of my scheduling in one place. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't schedule all of my posts, but when I do want to schedule them, that's what I use, Metrical. The data and analytics are way better than the analytics you see just on Instagram or just on
Totally.
TikTok. You're going to see way more in-depth analytics that are really helpful. So check it out. And then this last one, we haven't actually used it, but we heard about it and we're like, oof, that sounds great. It's called Rescue Time. So it's a time tracking tool that helps you understand how you spend your time. and identifies areas that you can improve your productivity. So since we're all about that, Kat and I are definitely going to have to check out Rescue Time and see how
I
that
literally
works.
already
Yeah,
pulled
she's
it up.
she's
I'm going to
Googling
sign
it
up for
right
the
now.
free trial. I'm
All
giving
right.
them my information.
But check it out, and we'll put links to all of these in the show notes. But like we said, down and dirty, just apps that are going to help you get better. Thanks for joining us on Not Nice, Clever.
Remember to follow Not Nice, Clever wherever you listen to audio.
And if you haven't already, drop that 5-star review.
Share your takeaways. Tell us your story. We love to hear it.
Signing off, you're not so nice, but oh so clever besties that mean business.
See you soon.